Very well. Come with me. You two are free to leave.
Phew.
Let's stay in the city.
Right.
I really thought she was just about to be like, death.
Well, maybe in a minute.
The circus didn't post your bail. They posted bail for the player characters, but they said, you were just an NPC, Scott, so they didn't have to pay for you.
It's actually cutting a bit of dead weight. Phew. Can't believe near terrorist disturbance at the peace talks, and we got out on bail.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
They didn't like Keith.
True. They're actually just happy to be rid of him.
That's so fucked up. I feel so bad for Scott. No NPC has suffered like he has.
He's gonna come back being like, you all did this to me.
I mean, I feel bad that his dad just fucking implicated him in a bunch of stuff. What a shit dad. Fucking rat dad.
All this time, Sweet kept on joking that O'Malley was Felina's father. He's actually Scott's father.
Oh no! Oh, hi! Hi there, son!
I suppose we'd better go and thank Arius.
Turns out, yeah, I guess. Yeah, we should.
But Angelo turns to Felina. We'll meet at the inn. Actually, probably not welcome there after today. Meet with Arius once you and Scott are out.
I'll get in touch once have a better idea of what's going on here.
And Angelo nods and kind of gets up, heads out the room.
What if Scott is actually half slime, and that's why?
What? Oh no!
He only looks human, but he's half rat, half slime. It's all just the rat hair. It's actually just the hair on his head. The rest of it is just human form. Oh, that's awful. That's disgusting.
Nah, O'Malley wouldn't be around for long if he had a kid.
Oh no, I mean, he wouldn't have been around ever, considering the fucking milkshake left.
Okay, so Lena.
Okay.
Yep. You're being led along with Scott to a different room in the building after you part ways with Hero and Angelo.
Yeah. Felina does say, I would like to request some time alone with my client to discuss this so I can get caught up to speed on everything.
Absolutely. You have the right. She opens the door and tells you to go in, sit at the table. We're going to go fetch Bartholomew. At which Scott immediately breaks out into a cold sweat.
Yeah.
Wait, his dad's name is Bartholomew?
Okay. And, Felina, grabs, both sides of Scott's face, looking him in the eyes close. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm here. I'm with you.
He's here.
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna protect you. Now, the stuff he's talking about, is this, do you know what it is that he's implicated you in?
Oh. He had me contribute to a lot of smithing requests that involved a lot of ritualistic
What kind of rituals, Scott?
The kind that required me to be burned and offer up blood.
Someone else's blood? Or...
My own.
Okay.
And These were sold to various people that I don't know. He never told me who they were.
Okay, well, so this should be simple then. He's your father. You had no choice in the matter. Essentially, prisoner, taken advantage of, forced into these things. You're a victim, same as anyone else.
Uh-huh. Right, yeah. Yeah.
Unless there's anything you're not telling me, Scott. He's gonna when he's here. I don't. I can't be surprised by anything. I need to be fully up to speed. Is there any bombshells he can drop? Any reveals? Anything I don't know that he could use?
Um uh jeez. Uh
Yeah, Felina sort of takes his hand, holding his head. It's gonna be okay, but I need you to think.
um I can't think of anything.
Felina glances at the door, and sits down next to Scott. I'm gonna take a quick look in your mind. Is that okay?
Oh, sure?
All right. Do I need to roll to possess him?
No.
Okay. In that case, believe this is ever. So yeah, so what does my new body tell me then about this?
Well, when Scott, during the war, when Scott was, a teenager, uh, he was, compelled by his father to, offer up his flesh and and his blood to the smelter.
Gotcha.
And he was made to do the engravings on what was created.
Okay.
And he was also made to sign some documents.
Gotcha. Okay. Felina can work with that. Anything else relevant?
uh you can't really tell who the people were being that the stuff was being given to was.
Okay. Fair enough.
But that's about it.
Yep. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Felina exits his mind. Says, "Okay, I think I have what we need." Would you be okay with? Are you willing to testify against your father in court?
Oh God. I would he be in the room?
I can work on that. See if we can get you to testify privately to the jury. Outside of the courtroom, so you don't have to interact with him.
Oh well, we're going to interact with him. He's going to be here. Oh my God, he's going to be here.
And I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best to keep him out of the room with you, so you don't have to interact. I can't promise that, but I'm going to do my best.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do what you think is best.
All right. All right. We good?
Yeah.
All right. I got you. And so yeah, then Felina, goes up to the door. Hey, I need to talk to someone.
All right. You see Interrogator McKinney walking back with a large man. Who and she takes notice of your calling.
Yeah.
So she opens the door, has him stay back a bit, and
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah. Felina steps out of the room.
What is it?
That man should not be put in a room with my client under any circumstances.
Why is that? State your case.
My client is a victim of this man. He was subjugated and forced into servitude by him for years, tortured, taken his blood, his flesh was taken, forced into work, forced to, illegitimately sign documents, against his own will, that those certainly will not hold up in any court, signed under duress. My client is a victim and absolutely terrified of him, has gone through incredible mental anguish, and he is absolutely willing to press charges and testify against this man. But he should not be subjugated to further mental anguish by being put in a room with the person who tortured him.
She crosses her arms and thinks, and that's when the man behind her shouts out, "McKinney, the boy's a drama queen. I've told you everything. I don't know who this girlie is, but let's just get this over with, all right?"
If he had told you anything,
dads today.
Maybe. Jennifer's better look out.
The streak continues.
Yeah. It's like, if he had told you everything, he would not be walking around even this free. You would have him under, locked down.
Where is your proof?
As I said, my client is willing to testify.
So Bartholomew immediately is just like, "This is ridiculous. So let's get this over with. Get me back. I can go back to my cell and get my cell and wait out the rest of this." McKinney, was a roll charisma, I guess.
Alright.
Hmm.
Elena's been on a streak today. Maybe I shouldn't have just jinxed that, but
McKinney looks at Bartholomew and says, "It's word against word. We have to err on the side of caution. Mr. Maxis, you're going to be waiting in a different room." And Bartholomew just immediately is like, "Ugh, so much. Always with this kid." And he's escorted into a room on the other, sort of next to yours.
yeah. Once he's gone, in the next room, Felina does ask McKinney, "Can I ask what he's being charged with? Because I think there's more to it than whatever he is currently being charged with."
Crafting illegal weapons of war for terrorists and terrorist organizations.
Well, I think my client will be able to testify that he did that. My client doesn't know who the things were going to, but he can at least testify as to what that man was, manufacturing and making. And certainly testify against his character.
Well, let's enter the room.
Mm-hmm.
So you enter, Scott's like ramrod stiff,
Yeah.
having like overheard the yelling.
Yeah. Felina goes and, tries to comfort him a bit, like rubs his shoulder. It's gonna be okay, that sort of thing.
So, Scott Maxis, you were... We have in our possession, in our evidence areas, we have in our possession a few different weapons of war enchanted with dark magics that cross the boundaries of what is legal in many of Hemlock city states. They have your engravings on them. They're infused with your blood.
As
any
I
other documents with your handwriting.
again, as stated, anything, any of my client's interactions with that man, Felina nods towards the other room, were under duress. And to that point, I would like to suggest a plea bargain. Full immunity in exchange for putting that man in the room with, filling the orders, designing the weapons, setting the thing, and torturing my client and forcing him to think my client is willing to testify as to how it went down, that it did go down, what the weapons were, the process making them, everything you need, just full testimony, I think, in exchange for immunity, under the consideration that my client was under duress for any actions that may have occurred.
Yeah, Scott just nods along with that. And she just says, your father in the next room claims that this was a joint venture between him and his son. That the procedures were done by young Scott after he had learned much of this on his own.
You think a kid willingly does that? Sacrificing flesh and blood like that? And I mean, no offense, Scott. Look at him. This guy's, I mean, his dad did a number on him, but not exactly, the bold, outgoing, oh yeah, let me just, craft a bunch of weapons with blood sacrifices type. Kid practically faints at a nosebleed. Look, my client is a victim of this man, and regardless of anything else, certainly we would like to press charges about the mental anguish and, being forced into work and bled against his will and all of that. But for this, you said, you asked about evidence, so presumably you have some evidence, but having a bit of trouble. What better evidence, I recognize, yes, it's a witness, but a witness to so much of it. This can, you put him on the stand, you have him testify to a jury, you can put this guy away.
She writes a few things down and says, if we were to get both conspirators in, then he would have a reduced sentence. That's why he was so ready to implicate his son.
So you think there were others involved? Or just... Oh no, I misunderstood on a meta level. What okay. So she was saying that if they got both people in, it would be a reduced sentence for either one of them.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder he tried to, drag in his son. I mean, look at the guy, he's clearly a coward, couldn't even use his own blood for the sacrifices and stuff like that. Had to bleed his own son for it.
Allow me to go talk to Bartholomew.
Mm.
Yeah, she exits the room. And Scott is just, releases a breath he was holding in for a while.
I think, and Felina's rubbing his back in. I think our odds are good with getting a plea deal on this. You will probably have to testify, but again, I think I should be able to work something out with you not having to testify in a room in front of him.
Right. Oh, hell.
It's a shame you can't remember any of the people who it was being sold to, though. That would be That would be a real bargaining chip.
But if I have to testify, then what about Anoth?
Well, I would hope we'd be able to get there and back before, the trial. I mean, the others are out on bail, so, they're awaiting something, but then again, maybe that will all be cleared at the end of the day. The yawn was not in character, sorry,
Right.
that was just me. Actually, would this be a good time to catch up with the other two, see what they're doing?
Sure. Hero, Angelo, you exit the building
Yeah.
to see Arius and Dominica waiting outside.
Angelo kind of jogs over to Arius.
Huh.
Thank you so much, but no, just thank you.
Yes, we were alerted by young Silavana to the fact that you were arrested, and well, we thought it prudent that we come. This is a city driven by coin, after all.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did it set you back?
Oh, quite a few bits of capital, but nothing we can't bounce back from. After all, the purpose of the circuit has mostly been met already. What's left in our coffers can be put to this kind of use.
We're forever grateful.
Fortunately, we couldn't get young Scott out of there as he was being held up on different charges.
Felina's currently trying
Yeah.
to sort him out, so that's up to her now. But I'll get you back for this. That I promise.
Oh, well, you've no need to, my boy, but if you insist.
So, we're to be stuck here for the day. As for what happens to Scott, I don't know, but
Yeah, who cares?
we'll find out. Hey, me and Hero can bugger off. We'll just be flight risks.
Yeah.
Actually, would be free the day after, so we wouldn't be. Well, in the meanwhile, I think the inn will be done with my patronage. I didn't make too good an impression. And
I always knew that man was a cave Lombard.
I think it's because I walked up and said that to him.
Suppose we'll have to come back to our lodgings then.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're forever grateful.
Of course. But we're going to need to. After the following day. Of course, we're going to need to figure out a plan for your island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can figure out a route to Anoth easy enough. This might actually give us a day to just, I don't know, work out what the plan is once we get there. What he'd likely be doing. Sit down and have a powwow, have a think.
Yeah, Dominica just says if we can get Scott out, then we meet up with the others. Perhaps the rings can guide us there.
Perhaps they could.
Let's hope so.
Felina said she'd reconvene with us once she's outside the building, so she'd likely know. She shouldn't take her too long to find us.
So the death of your father. How do you feel?
Mhm.
Angelo just kind of sighs. I don't know.
At least someone asked.
Yeah, Angelo's
Yeah.
trying to ignore it because he doesn't really. Ever since I got to the academy and was trying to put him behind me and fled, it doesn't even really feel like... I mean, how does it feel to kill one's own father? I'm not sure if this would be it. It feels like... there's just... He didn't even feel bad that he almost killed me. There was nothing there. Why should I feel bad that he's dead? Why do I?
It'll take some time to figure out, I'm sure.
Yeah, Angelo just kind of like looks at his feet. Well, I got an heirloom, I suppose. Angelo says, kind of producing his vambrace. Not sure if he'd want me to keep it, nor am I sure if I want to keep it. I don't know what to do with this thing.
Well, keep for now. You can maybe you might be able to sell it later if you feel like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Felina's like, I know a good pawn guy, you know.
This I can give you 5. I can give you 5 coin. This is useless to anyone else. Just a big hunk of metal.
Hey, it's 5 coins.
Oh come on, pal. The gems in this are worth at least 20.
Nah, man, they're
Could
fake.
melt it down and get more than that. Come on.
You can't melt it down. It's indestructible.
Hey, do I look like a fucking charity?
Imagine if it did turn out that the gems in it were, like, just costume jewelry the
Yeah.
whole time.
No quality whatsoever to them. Can I wear both of them and get +1 to cast a spell?
How do you even get +1?
They're both right. You would need another right hand.
Ah, fuck, damn it. Alright, I'll do a spell to
Well-
give myself another right hand. I'm getting ideas, but they're really shit ones.
Are they to turn your left hand into a right hand, or to give yourself 4
No, it's a bit
arms?
like, actually, no, wait. Do I even still have the enchantment thing? Was that... I do still have enchanter. I could enchant this thing. That feels like
What if Keith Senior put an enchantment on it? Like, you know, if you wear his vambrace,
fuck.
it will slowly turn you into him.
Oh, fuck.
My
It's
plan
like
is
a One
coming
Ring
to...
thing, kind of. Like, a bit of him is still in it, and will take over whoever wears it eventually.
That's fucked up, and it feels in character.
Yeah.
We'll figure...
I always expected myself to wear my bracelet.
Either way... it'll take some time to work out. It's fair to say that we didn't have the typical father-son relationship. Even I know that much.
It's like when Homer gets the hair transplant from Snake. Angelo starts talking in a very posh voice as he makes menacing threats towards Felina.
He's just sitting at the table one day. You know, I think Tenza should go to war. I think Tenza should manifest destiny.
So what is keeping Scott there, then?
Best I understand, his father implicated him in something. Some things.
Oh, his father is here.
Yes, he was being kept
His
in
father!
He was being kept in custody upstairs, and from what little I know of his father, they don't have much of a good relationship either. Quite an abusive one, as it goes.
Well, Hopefully that works out for him.
Hopefully. Feels strange this had to happen twice in one day.
Yeah. It's like a lot of dad issues.
We're gonna get to Anoff, and it just turns out Hero's dad is a real piece of shit.
Actually, he's gonna be the nicest guy, and all of you will be so jealous.
I think Felina has the nicest dad.
He wasn't even present in her life.
That wasn't his fault.
It was. Oh, well, actually, no. No, Stella didn't tell him.
Yeah.
It's not his fault he can't leave that basement. Was she conceived in that basement?
I don't think so, no.
Question, is he a drow?
A what?
Oh, we've made that joke before. They're like the underground elves.
Yeah.
Hmm. So you're led to the inn that they had procured, where the rest of the group is sort of hanging out in different rooms.
Hi guys, it's us.
Yeah. When you get there, let's see. You're told that, that since this is where you're going to be staying, there is a guard presence that will be, around the building to see that, and like the gate guards also know to look
Ooh,
out for you
one
if you're going
guard.
to try and leave. The gate guards also know to look out for you if you try to leave the city.
Alright. Well,
Well, this will be easy.
Yeah, we can just kick the shit out of this one
I'll
guy
just
and run
slip
away.
through.
Well, we're not gonna try and flee right now. We gotta see what happens with Scott.
When you get, Silavana looks at you as you arrive and says, "I'm sorry, I couldn't help as much. I couldn't help back there. Didn't really have an opening."
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah. You did more than enough before.
Besides, you went and told Arius. Sometimes you gotta hang back, see what comes after. You played your part in the end.
Perfection.
Silavana looks at you, Hero, and says, "So, Hero,
Yeah.
should we get to Anoth, what is your plan with Ryu?"
I can't say I thought much about it, but don't really know right now. But yeah, I don't actually know. Like, I had to stop them, obviously. That's the first thing.
When we confront him, do you want us to hold back, or is it no holds barred? He needs to be put down no matter what comes.
I'll try and talk with him.
We'll give
Despite it all, I think he can be reasoned with.
Then I'll give you that opportunity.
Are you okay, Angelo?
Angelo just kind of looks at you. He's got a very blank expression on, right? He is very much his fucking avatar right now.
Yes. Sorry, just you died.
I came back.
Yeah. Not unlike not unlike Ryu.
I think
I'll be honest.
I think I came back a fair bit more intact than him.
Yeah.
I had 10 minutes and was immediately fished out. But it's not so much actually. Yeah, Angelo decides that it's not so much the death, the passing of my father. It's the on the other side, the man at the gate, at the crossing, I should say. He told me with such certainty that the journey of Angelo Elgado and Cafe Lombard ends here, and I don't know how true that was. But
Well,
it would just be gauche to take another name again. But I also don't think he had it wrong. That's just going to sit with me for a while. I'll say this. For now, Hero, all that matters is Angelo Elgado is going to follow you to Anoth. After that, we'll see what happens.
thanks. Thanks a lot. What about you, actually, it's
Felina's not
Felina.
here. No.
He's just so used to having Felina there as well at this point.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that was in character. Hero's like, what do you think, Felina? And then, oh, she's not
Oh,
here.
yeah.
You never know if Felina's there or not. You know, if that's one of her powers. That's how she teleports. By being everywhere she could be. And only when observed, the superstate collapses, and is she in one concrete
King
spot.
Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
Or rather, Schrodinger's Felina.
I like that the whole cat thing, you know, the obvious original idea of that was just cat burglar, you know, thief. But then the cat thing became relevant as a character evolved into, like, Quantum Kitty with the Schrodinger angle.
It evolved.
Yeah.
But yeah. But first off, we have to figure out a way to get out of the city then.
Well, we might be able to just leave, but it might not be bad to have a plan on backup in case Scott is detained indefinitely, which Felina's backing him up right now, so I think that's rather unlikely.
If only we had something to do. Like something.
Glad you have such faith in Felina's skills.
If there's anything she can do really well, it's lawyer a situation.
She can rationalize things. She's
Yeah.
really good at rationalizing things.
It's a powerful skill, and it works in this situation. Is there anything we can do right now? Kind of, it feels like all of our business here is... all our affairs are sorted.
Yeah, been concluded.
All we can really do now is sit and wait, much as it's, or we can go and make difficulties.
Yeah,
There'd be
that's
no reason
always
to
fun.
do. Oh hey. I just gotta post this. I gotta post this because it went through the station, and also,
Oh yeah, you were at Fulton Street.
yeah. Look at that rat.
Oh my god.
Wowee.
Oh my... What the...
How interesting.
Look at him go.
Powerful rat.
Yeah, this is the... Oh my god.
Yeah. I think our scene is done, basically.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all just in a little bit of a post-battle malaise.
I'm gonna before we go back to me, I am gonna use the bathroom real.
Oh, okay.
quick
I'm
again.
gonna
Yeah.
stretch me legs then. I think
All
this is
right,
a
bit of a break.
Yeah.
Bit of a
yeah,
break.
bit of a break. And I just leave the recording running because that's how things are here.
That's how it goes.
Man. I want to play Street Fighter 6 so bad.
Mhm.
God damn it.
What?
Now, so my dad installed solar panels, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's snowing. So when it snows, the snow on the solar panels will slowly fall off. And, well, when they do, I hear the funks.
Hmm.
And I keep thinking it's someone who is trying to, like, walking around outside. But it's not. making 14 sounds on son.
Oh, yeah. Just a tick.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay. Look at this video. Tell me what you think of it.
Oh, I've seen this video. It's a good one.
I don't like how his mustache looks like two sperms. Stacy. I'm so enraptured. Okay, I have to say, I don't know what the fuck he's doing at the start.
I don't know what that is either. Not too into drug paraphernalia, but I just love the plot twist at the end that it's all in an
Yeah.
IKEA.
That's so weird. It's almost like, yeah, I do not know what that is at the start. I don't think that's like... No? I can't remember the last time I've been so clueless about, like, seeing a drug thing and just not knowing how that works. I almost think... No, it's not like a vape thing, I guess. What the fuck is that? Because it has a really distinct sudden white puff. It's not like he's just... What the fuck is that? That's gonna drive me nuts. I want to find out what that is.
He's on another level. He's got tech you haven't even heard of.
Yeah, he is. Maybe they sell that at IKEA.
He just grabbed it off the shelf, went and had to
Yeah.
sit down.
The whole fucking mug of beer. Okay. So Felina.
Yes.
McKinney comes back into the room after a while
Mm-hmm.
and says Bartholomew has denied all of these charges and claims that he can get some backup. Insists that he be able to talk to his son.
Why?
Oh, where it's not a request we're going to grant, he's just temperamental.
I want to speak to my son, damn it!
I gotta put him in the furnace again.
You don't understand! Frank!
I have a
Given-
backlog of orders to the IRA. I need my son's blood.
Given that this is word against word, I'm going to need to consult some of the officials about this. So I'll ask you to be patient.
As I said, the offer still stands.
I'll relay that. And yeah, she exits the room, and Scott is just
Actually,
sighs.
Felina says, I mentioned potentially wanting to get in contact with some co-counsel. Do you have a way, would it be possible for me to do that? I don't know what your communication systems are like.
You can go
Davros
to
gets called up and has to travel all the way here.
go down the hall and follow up. I can go down the hall and go to the reception desk. You can
Hello,
put in a
dear.
word with someone to go fetch whoever you need.
Yes. Hello, dearest. Yes. Yes. No.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You can't unleash a Terrebone lawyer on Emberwell. A second one.
Yeah, Felina's, kind of thinking, and she does just, explain to Scott, I don't know. I'm pretty confident in this, that they'll go for the deal, but it's good to have some insurance.
What kind of insurance?
Or I just, get a second opinion, this isn't exactly something I do every day. Just thought I might ask someone who's a bit more, But I don't even know if I have a ways to get in contact with him right now.
Hmm.
It's called the bar exam because I actually do the exam in a bar.
Out back after a few
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah, it's, two law students walk into a bar, two lawyers walk out. Felina Sorgers or cheap. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth you. It might not work out. I don't know that I could even get in contact.
Dearest daughter, happy that you thought of me. No. I may be your
how's
father.
Scott look like? What's Scott, How's he seem to...
Extremely nervous, scratching the back of his neck a lot.
Ah, jeez, what am I gonna do?
Tapping his fingers on the table, shifting his legs.
I don't know. Maybe it would be worth getting some insurance for peace of mind.
Insurance?
Let me see if I can even get in touch. And then who knows if it will be any use, but, I guess it's better to try than just assume I can't. Alright?
Okay.
Okay, hang tight. So yeah, Felina's gonna head to reception desk.
Right. Good evening. How can we help you?
Yeah, so I need to get in contact with another lawyer. He's quite a ways away, though.
Oh, are you in need of special? Are you in need of message paper?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how to get in contact with, the specific party. I mean, But I talked to, like, he's down in Terrebonne.
Oh my. Terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, would you happen to know the magical signature on the message paper he uses?
Oh, is that a thing? Can I spout lore on that? Or
Yes.
do I... Okay.
The spell lore on that.
Oh, I did learn that. Never
Okay,
mind.
yeah.
Okay.
Every like paper message, there's like a magical signature based on who has requisitioned it. That changes, with who's using it. And
They
if
call
you
it-
can if you can get the magical signature down, you can message them.
They call it
Your,
your enchanted mail, your email.
That's good. I like that a lot, actually.
That's fucking solid.
Yeah, that feels very in line with, Hemlock. Like, that's things have the same names, but for different reasons, or cultural references, things like that. I like that. Enchanted Mail. Anyways, yeah. Cool. I do know it.
So how would you know his specific magical signature, though?
Asked his mom. Not his-
Yeah. Felina, she... I mean, especially recently, would have a bit more reason. Like, probably just would have, tried to figure that out the last time we were in town, if she hadn't, figured it out before. The party had to deal with Davros and the whole thing with... She potentially tried to figure this out back when we first made the deal with Davros, in case, like, something happened with Sullivan on the road. Like, maybe she was about to do something stupid and rush back to Terrebonne, and Felina would want to, get the first word in, before Sullivan went and did something rash. Some way to, emergency. Like when we were just dealing, just ask for some way if I absolutely need to get in touch. Or get word to you. Or maybe it was something, when we were last in town. Maybe after the Dadros reveal.
Hmm.
If you
I'm
don't
gonna
think he
say
would have.
you've seen him sign magical contracts already.
Okay, yeah.
So you've observed that. And
Yes.
since you got the 11 on spout lore, I'm gonna say because you are blood related, like you
Ooh.
have a very similar magical signature to him.
Wow. Nice.
So you can try to fill in the gaps and write to him.
Okay, yeah. Felina will take a crack at that.
I wonder if I
So I'm
fell
just
into
gonna
it.
have you roll int again.
Whew.
There you go. Yeah. What do you write down?
Felina, basically says, I'm looking for Davros. This is Felina. Looking to see if she gets the hit back.
Right. The first message you get back is, "How did you get this line?"
Felina says, what can I say? I'm clever. Or you got a clever daughter. Yeah, go with that.
Nice. Yeah, there's a bit of a pause, and there's just, what is it?
Felina, yeah, now it's Felina's turn to have a bit of a pause. And then she just says, I'm in Emberwell right now, and I'm representing a client.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I just thought, for his sake, I should ask if you had any ideas about something.
After a bit of a pause, you get, asking for further details would be a waste of paper. And just says, what's the situation?
Okay, so, and yeah, Felina explains it. She's representing someone, Scott, who was under duress, forced by his father to make these magical weapons, using his own blood and his own engravings, and was forced under duress to, sign and write these documents for it that were being sold to parties unknown, presumably some sort of terrorist group or something. But my client doesn't know exactly who it was being sold to. His dad is, trying to claim that they were collaborative in this to reduce his own sentence, whereas, my client obviously maintains, this was under duress, and I'm trying to, and Felina explains, I'm trying to get a plea bargain, immunity for my client in exchange for, testifying against his father, that his father did all this to him, and, that his father was knowingly doing this, testify that he made the weapons, etc., etc., etc. But I don't have the identities of the people, which would be the ideal bargaining chip, obviously, in this situation. But they're saying it's word against word, and the dad is pushing to, make this go to trial, just worried that the plea deal won't be accepted. And if he had any ideas for things to try or how to approach this. Obviously, this is something he has a lot more experience with than me. And this is someone who, this is a case I really don't want to take lightly.